Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Friday the 1st of September. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with their family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. Staff members of the University of Technology UTech today protested over a long-standing salary issue. The members, made up of administrative and ancillary staff, called for their salaries to be increased and brought up to the same level as other institutions in the public education system.
I've been there from 2011, but from 1995, 28 years now, and the same money them I give it till today, same chaos money. What about the university money we forget? Right, like no, because it's upgrade, something is going on. Somebody a fabricate on the story and I want to give them money because them say we poor and have nothing, so we eat that we are full. Well, you see, if them not provide the proper thing for we make us feel comfortable, about a lot of eruption will go on, and we don't have to explain nothing more than to tell you what really go on. So they have to just do them best by Monday, then put the money in the thing, we get it, and then everything will be okay. So if it's not okay with the money, we're not going nice. So it's not going to be too comfortable. Because we need to live happy. We're not happy. You believe we come and work and we can't support the family. That's not right. Chicken race, $4 for chicken. Chicken back and nearly $300 a pound. No, we don't have to tell about the salary. If we here, we say so we know the salary can't buy nothing.
$13,000 a week we get here, brother.
You understand? $13,000 a week can't do nothing. You understand? And we have a family.
Minimum wage is 13. Some of us are still getting 22 per fortnight.
The protesters, dressed in full black, chanted parity as they demanded equal pay by month end.
My name is Janet Grayson and I am the president for the Administrative Staff Union. And we are here today because we feel disrespected. We feel we are not being treated fairly. In 2019, we were all here. We were all out here. Academic, technical, ancillary, and administrative staff, advocating for parity. Our management went ahead in 2019 and they compensated our academic staff. They gave them parity to align them with UII. We, the administrative, technical, and ancillary staff, we're asking for the same. Since this year, our management went ahead and paid our executive management staff their parity. They said they paid them 70%. The academic staff got 80%. And their retroactive payment. So they got all of that in this year. So we are now saying it's only fair for the field slaves to be compensated our 80% parity.
Me I tell you money no good. You no good, brother. Me I tell you me no problem. Brother, bless, Rasta.
The Financial Investigations Division, FID, says its ongoing probe into the fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, has revealed some 70 affected accounts, significantly more than the 40 accounts reported at the start of the investigation.
The investigation is progressing with the application of the highest professional standards. It has taken on new dimensions which are wider than first expected. What is being uncovered is that there are approximately 70 affected accounts, and this is significantly more than the just over 40 affected accounts that were uncovered at the initial stage. The investigation has also identified other fraudulent schemes at SSL which have resulted in the misappropriation and or loss of numerous investors' funds amounting to over $10 million. The FID is robustly pursuing various lines of inquiry and taking all necessary steps to lead evidence-based prosecutions in the court at the appropriate time against all guilty parties, to include Ms. Panton and other perpetrators.
The FID's Principal Director of Investigations, Keith Darien, says before the next court date, it is anticipated that other actors will be arrested.
The duration of the fraudulent activities, as well as the variety of fraud, have resulted in the investigative process taking an extended period. Prosecuting financial crimes requires meticulous evidence gathering to ensure success in the court and to follow the money so that any illicit funds or assets may be identified, restrained, and recovered. Before the next court date, we anticipate the arrest and charge of other actors involved in the multiple fraudulent schemes recently discovered.
The agency said it has been making contact with victims by phone and email, but it said it has been encountering difficulties.
There are certain deliberate actions being taken to support the increased investigative efficiency. Our investigators have contacted the affected parties via email and phone calls, but the responses have been short of encouraging. We continue to appeal to those affected to contact the FID. It is a critical part of seeking justice through the courts.
Meanwhile, Jamaican taxpayers will be asked to pay more than $14 million monthly to keep the scandal-plagued investment firm SSL Limited in operation for the foreseeable future. That is the word from Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark. In addition to the salary bailout for SSL employees, taxpayers are also being called on to fund the firm's operating expenses and legal fees. That bill, at a minimum, will cost north of $14 million monthly.
Well, I can tell you, what I can disclose is that the payroll on a monthly basis for the 22 employees who are currently on staff at SSL is about $9.5 million Jamaican dollars. I can also disclose that there are other operating expenses of about $5 million per month. That includes, lease of the building, utilities, other operating expenses, and of course there is litigation that SSL is a part of, and legal fees have to be paid.
The full cost of the lifeline to SSL remains unclear. It is also unclear how long a taxpayer's intervention will last. Clark has committed to providing the full sum once a complete financial picture emerges. Of note, the Finance Minister revealed that the sums needed to keep SSL afloat are not alone, as SSL has no viable financial future. Clark stressed that intervention is necessary to ensure the investigation into the multi-billion-dollar fraud is brought to completion.
Because of the overriding importance of this, that we need to be able to maintain the employees who are there, keep the lights on so that this investigation can continue. If we had shut the doors, turned off the lights, got rid of the employees 3 months ago, perhaps the additional information that has led to the expansion of the probe and brought into the spotlight other fraudulent schemes, perpetrators, conspirators, maybe those developments would not have occurred.
The Finance Minister also sought to assure Jamaicans that every effort would be made to recover any assets owned by SSL.
The temporary manager has got to use the courts of Jamaica, the courts of Cayman, the courts of Barbados, the courts of the United States, the courts in whatever jurisdiction entities may exist to pursue the collection of related party receivables. If courts determine that the entities that owe these funds are insolvent, then so be it. But we must exhaust all of those options for the recovery of the assets on the balance sheet of SSL.
A search operation in Hell's Gate, Mount Pele and Nova on Thursday resulted in the arrest of 3 men and the recovery of 2 illegal guns and 24 rounds of ammunition. The police say 8 houses were searched as part of the joint police-military operation. The search led to the seizure of 1 pistol, 1 M4 rifle, 1 9mm magazine, 9 9mm rounds, and 15 5.56mm rounds, along with a King Alarm bulletproof vest. Members of the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force executed a targeted operation on Riverside Drive in New Haven, St. Andrew early on Thursday morning, resulting in the discovery of money discreetly concealed within dresser drawers, interspersed among items of clothing. Money was also located in gift bags atop a chest of drawers, and coins were found organized in small plastic bags atop a chest of drawers. Receipt books, along with a money counting machine, were also seized, indicating the potential scale of the financial transactions. 2 women have been apprehended on reasonable suspicion of involvement in illegal lottery scamming activities. possession of criminal property, and money laundering. The investigation remains ongoing and further updates are to be provided as a new development arises, the police said. Detectives in St. James have arrested a suspect in the murder of 5 homeless people between June and August of this year. The arrest was made on Thursday after the police used the forensic evidence and the technology to link him to the cases. The police say the suspect, whose name is being withheld until he is charged, killed all his victims by stabbing them.
Over the last 2 months, we've had 5 homeless persons killed by stabbing down here. 1 survived the case, and it's really due to good police work on the St. James division part that we actually now have the perpetrator in custody, still being questioned and will be charged very soon. So we're getting breakthroughs on these cases. It is really the attacks on those homeless people was really what you call a senseless set of killings, but it's good that that person is now in our custody.
The Old Harbour Police in St. Catherine have launched an investigation following the discovery of the body of a male in the Nightingale Grove district. It is reported that residents heard explosions about 1:30 a.m. on Friday. About 6:45 a.m., passers-by stumbled upon the body lying on its side on a dirt path. The police were summoned and upon their arrival, observed what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the left side of the deceased's head. A man taken into custody for allegedly attempting to rape a woman on Wednesday afternoon was already facing a similar charge. The identity of the accused has not yet been made public as he is yet to be charged. Reports are that sometime between 2:30 and 3 p.m., the female complainant boarded a taxi along Umber Avenue with the intention to reach downtown Montego Bay. The man reportedly diverted from the normal route, telling the woman that he had someone else to pick up around the corner. While driving, the man turned onto Cornaldy Avenue and then to Melvin Hall Avenue, where he allegedly pulled a knife on the woman, locked the car doors, and reportedly demanded sex. It is reported that the woman told him that she needed to urinate and that she would need to do so before she would comply with his demands. He reportedly opened the door for her to exit the car to go and to pee. She instead ran and was able to attract the attention of cops who were in the area. The man was subsequently arrested. The police are continuing their investigation into the matter. Several charges have been laid against a St. Catherine man who is accused of luring a 12-year-old girl to his home and raping her multiple times between February and July of this year. 20-year-old Alex Blight has been charged with rape, grievous sexual assault, possession of child pornography with intent to distribute, possession of child pornography, knowingly producing child pornography, and distribution of child pornography. The Spanish Town police say the child and Blight met while playing an online game. They exchanged contact details, following which they began communicating. On several occasions, Blight reportedly lured her to his home along Old Harbour Road, where he raped her. He also allegedly video recorded one of the assault incidents and threatened to release the footage if she did not return to his house. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. Blight was subsequently arrested and charged. A woman was found dead at her home on Galetown Road in Goshen District, St. Elizabeth on Thursday night. She has been identified as Alicia Griffiths, a 38-year-old hairdresser from the community. Reports are that around 10:30 p.m., residents heard loud explosions in the area and called the police. On arrival, lawmen were directed to Griffiths' home, but the door was locked. It is understood that the police breached the door, where Griffiths was seen lying motionless on her back in a pool of blood with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the head and the neck. The scene was processed and the body was transported to the Black River Public Hospital, where Griffiths was pronounced dead. Her husband, who is a licensed firearm holder, is being questioned by the police. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.